इसको रिकॉर्डिंग ऑन कर दिया चालू कर बच्चे तो आएंगे
You are now unmuted. You are now muted.
बच्चा नहीं आएगा तो सब यहाँ तब भी कंटिन्यू तब भी कंटिन्यू रखो मतलब जो है कि वो अपने मन से अंकित सर को बुलाना वही अंकित सर को बुलाना अरे बैच स्टार्ट करना है एक ही बच्चा एनरोल होगा वही नहीं आया तुम आगे बढ़ जाओ बीच में ज्वाइन कराओगे तो दिक्कत होगी ना बैच स्टार्ट करना है कोई बैच में बच्चा
10th वाला बैच है क्या?
हाँ स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं ना तुम आगे बढ़ जाओगे तो दिक्कत
बच्चा आ तो रहा है एनोनिमस
अभी एनोनिमस कोई किसी ने ज्वाइन किया अभी मैंने देखा तभी तो स्टार्ट किया ना तुम्हारे एक ही बच्चा उससे आगे बढ़ जाओ बीच में फिर हो जाएगी कंफर्म कर लो ज्वाइन करा
आगे
You are now unmuted.
हेलो 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 माय वॉइस इज क्लियर टू यू
Is he using Telegram?
यस सर ओके So today we are going to start with the basic topic of 10th class, so polynomials, okay? So do you have any basic idea about polynomials? I'm asking you, do you have basic idea about polynomials, what polynomials are about? Okay, so how you define a polynomial? Okay, from the language part, which language do you prefer? You are prefer, I mean, mix of English or basically completely English mode, or maybe mix of Hindi or English? Which language are you suitable?
Hello sir, did he log in? Did you get any?
Okay, so medium is completely English. Okay, so my first question is, how you define a polynomial? So in polynomial basically we have two things. First thing is some constants are involved Second are some variables are involved. So what do you mean by constant? What do you understood by term constant? How you define a constant? You can use mic to speak your answer. You don't have to write every time. You can communicate through mic also.
I talk to her. Yes, yes. In 2 minutes I call you. 2 minutes.
Okay, constant is something like numbers 5, 6. That means their values is fixed. Once we write 5, we cannot change the value of 5. Variable is something like x, y, z, in which we can put multiple values like x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever we prefer. Okay, the constant is something which do not change with time or maybe some conditions we apply. So value which is once fixed, we can't change that value. Okay, variable is something we can change with time. Okay, so polynomial is algebraic expression which involve constant and variables. Okay, so polynomial is a basically combination of these two things, constant and variable. And there is a certain thing in algebraic expression in polynomial, the exponent of variable is always a whole number. This point is quite important in the definition of a polynomial. Okay, so what do you mean by exponent of a variable that is always a whole number? Let's suppose I write a algebraic expression like 3x square plus 5x plus 9x to the power 1 by 2. Here this number is fractional. This is not a whole number. What do you mean by a whole number? The number starting from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, dash, dash, dash up to infinity. So in this algebraic expression, if I check first term, here the exponent means power, power of variable. That is whole number. Here power is 1, but here power is 1 by 2. That is not a whole number. So we can't say that algebraic expression is a polynomial. It's simply an algebraic expression. But a algebraic expression with all powers, whatever the term present inside the algebraic expression, should have exponent always whole number. If all the terms involved in that algebraic expression have exponent as a whole number, we can say that that algebraic expression is a polynomial. Okay, for example, if I write 3x square, is this a polynomial or not? Just tell me, is this a polynomial or not? 3x square is a polynomial? Yes, it's a polynomial. Basically, it's an algebraic expression and exponent is a whole number. If I write expression like x plus 1 by x, second expression, is this algebraic expression is a polynomial? Now tell me about this. The second expression, x plus 1 by x, is this a polynomial or not? Yes. Why? Yes. How can you say this is a polynomial? how can you say that x plus 1 by x is a polynomial? If I write this x plus x की power minus 1, I can write this term as x plus x to the power minus 1. Here, if I check for first term, here x to the power 1, the power is whole number. But in case of second term, the power is minus 1. Minus 1 is not a whole number. So this is not a polynomial. The basic condition for polynomial is exponent should be a whole number. So here the power is minus 1. Minus 1 is not a whole number. So it's not a polynomial. Okay. Understood that? Okay. If I write some expression like, let's simply number 10. What about this? Is it a polynomial or not? What about this expression? Number 10. Why no? Why no? What's the reason behind this? No. If I write this term as 10 into x to the power 0. Now tell me, the exponent is whole number or not? I can write like this or not? Now tell me about this. I can write 10 into x to the power 0. So this is a polynomial because 0 is our whole number. Okay, so we call this as a special term in a polynomial, a constant polynomial. If you remember, this is a constant polynomial. Okay, so how you define something is constant, 1 degree, 2 degree? Basically, there is a term in polynomial is degree. What do you mean by degree of a polynomial? What do you mean by degree of a polynomial? What do you understood by degree? Basically, degree is the highest exponent present in a polynomial. What that's supposed to mean, if I write 10x to the power 3, 5x plus 3. So here exponent is 1, here exponent is 0, and here exponent is 3. So what is the highest exponent for a variable in this expression? The highest exponent is 3. So this is a 3-degree polynomial. Are you getting this? Okay. So based on degree, we classify polynomials in certain types of polynomial. Okay. So based on degree, okay, the first is our constant polynomial. Constant polynomials means degree is equal to 0. Okay. Are you getting this? What do you mean by constant polynomials? Okay. For examples, we can write any constant number like 10, 5, some other constant like pi. Acha, tell me whether pi is a constant or a variable. Please tell me pi is a constant number or a variable number. Why? Because we write like pi, so pi value is 3.14 dash dash dash. So how can you say it's a constant? Yeah, pi value doesn't change. This is just a decimal representation that is non-reoccurring and non-repeating. So that's why we put here dash dash dash. So pi is a constant number. Okay, like some other constant, if you heard like alpha, beta, whatever, like a, b, c, these are some constant. Okay, if degree of polynomial is 0, we simply said that polynomial is constant polynomial. We can rewrite like 10x to the power 0 in to represent degree. Okay, the constant polynomial is clear to you. Second is if degree equal to 1. If degree equal to 1, we call that linear polynomial. Okay, some examples like x plus 1, simply x into 5. Okay, like 3x minus 5. All these are linear polynomial. Okay, are you getting what do you mean by linear polynomial? Okay, if degree equal to 2, then we simply set quadratic polynomials. Okay, for example, like 3x square plus 5x plus 6. Okay, if I write a single term like x square, this is also a quadratic polynomial. Okay, this is also a quadratic polynomial. If I write general shape for quadratic polynomial, this is something like ax square bx plus c. Are you getting this general shape? Okay, if I write general for linear polynomial, then this is something like ax plus b. Okay, if degree is 3, then we similarly say cubic polynomial, and 4, 5, 6, then we simply said a polynomials. Okay, we like just pronounce the degree, 10th degree polynomial, 9th degree polynomial by the name of degree. Okay, up to cubic degree 3, If have 4, 5, 6, then we simply said fifth degree polynomial, sixth degree polynomial. Okay, are you clear with this? Based on degree, how you classify polynomials? Okay, what do you mean by zero of a polynomial? Next thing is zero of a polynomial. What do you mean by zero of a polynomial? What do you mean by zero of a polynomial? Okay, zero of a polynomials. Let's suppose, for example, I have a polynomial px equal to x square minus 1. What is the degree of this polynomial? 2. So this is a quadratic polynomial. If I put x equal to 1, so p1 value is equal to 1 square minus 1, that is 0. If I put x equal to minus 1, p of minus 1 minus 1 square minus 1 equal to 0. So for the both value x equal to 1 and x equal to minus 1, the value of this polynomial px is equal to 0. Okay, so are you getting what is the concept behind 0 from this example? So we can simply say values of x for which px equal to 0 is called the zero of a polynomial. Okay, okay, if I ask you what is the zero for this polynomial, px equal to 5x minus 1, what is the zero for this polynomial? Please try this and tell me the answer. What is the zero for 5x minus 1? Minus 1. How can you find minus 1? The concept behind 0 is simple. Just equate this equation equal to 0. Okay, whatever the equation we are trying to solve, just equate that equation equal to 0. Okay, if I simplify this equation, then x is equal to 1 by 5 because 1 is transferred to this side. Okay, so this is the 0 for this polynomial. I think now this is clear to you. What is the 0 for a polynomial? Yes, okay. What do you mean by geometric meaning of 0? Have you heard about geometric meaning of 0? In your earlier classes, have you heard term geometric meaning or geometric interpretation of 0? Yeah, physical interpretation of 0? So tell me what that's supposed to mean. If you are aware of that term, So what that's supposed to mean? Okay, let me erase this. Geometric meaning of a zero. Okay, let's suppose if I write px equal to x minus 1. Okay, this is linear polynomial. Okay, if I draw this linear polynomial on the graph, okay, let's suppose, let's equate y equal to x minus 1. Okay, so this is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. Okay, I am just trying to find some points to draw this plot x and y. If I put x equal to 1, then value of y is 0. If I put x equal to 2, then value of y is 1. If I put x equal to 3, then value of y is 2. If I plot all these points, okay, if I plot all these points, so x equal to 1, y equal to 0. This is first point. Okay, x equal to 2, y equal to 1. X equal to 2, y. This is our second point. X equal to 3, y equal to. If I join these points, so what is the shape for this curve? This is just straight line. Okay. So for every polynomial, if we make a plot for that polynomial, so some kind of plot is there. Maybe it's some kind of straight line, some kind of curvature curve. Okay. Always there is a plot because we are plotting some points on the graph. So here, if I look here, this plot of polynomial is intersecting with x-axis, intersecting with x-axis. So geometric meaning of 0 simply mean the values of x at which the plot of polynomial is intersecting with x-axis. Okay, so simply mean the graph or plot of a polynomial intersection with x-axis. Okay, are you getting this? What is the geometric meaning of a 0? Please tell me, are you getting or not? The geometric meaning is simply that if we make a plot of that polynomial, the number of times that plot intersect with x-axis is simply the number of zeros. Like this line is intersecting once with the x-axis. The number of 0 for linear polynomial is 1. If a quadratic polynomial, let's suppose some kind of plot like this is intersecting with, here somewhere is y-axis, and this is our x-axis. It is intersecting twice. So here 2 0 for this polynomial. Okay. If some curve like touches the x-axis, like this kind of situation, if some curve just touches, so here also a 0 is present because it is also some kind of intersection basically. So we can also say intersection or touching point. Okay, we can also define that definition: touches or intersection or touching point with x-axis. We can also say. Okay, so now you are getting the what do you mean by geometric meaning of zeros. Okay, so let me ask you a question based on that concept. So in this question we have four plots. So for respective plots you have to tell how many zeros for this polynomial and degree for the polynomial. For plot A, how many zeros are possible? For plot A, how many zeros are possible? Are you getting my question? You have to identify for each plot how many zeros are possible. We are talking about first plot, plot A. How many zeros are there? 0, because there is no intersection with x-axis. This is our x-axis and this is our y-axis. So here no intersection with x-axis. So number of zeros equal to 0. No zeros. Okay. What about this plot? Plot number B? 1. Because it is touching ones at this point. So number of 0 equal to 1. For plot C, what about plot C? 2. Yes, because it is intersecting at two distinct points. Okay, so here two zeros. And about D plot, what about D plot? 3. Yes, 1, 2, and 3. Here three zeros. Say, okay, if I draw some plot like now, tell me for this E plot, how many zeros for E plot? For plot E, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Here four zeros. Okay. So now I think you understood how we can identify 0 by looking at the plot of a polynomial. Okay. So now the question arises, how can we find the 0 for a polynomial? Okay. So here in this question, find the 0 for the quadratic polynomial and verify the relation between coefficient and 0 of a polynomial. Can you solve this question? Can you solve this question? Okay, let me explain. So simply the polynomial is x square plus 1 by x 1 by 6x minus 2 equal to 0. Okay, if I take LCM, then 6x square plus x minus 12 equal to 0. If I multiply these two, then I am getting minus 72. Now I have to factorize 72 in such a way, then if I add or subtract, I get 1x. So what are the possible factors for 72? 9 into 8. So I can rewrite this equation using the concept of middle term splitting. 9x minus 8x minus 12, because if I multiply these two numbers, I am getting minus 72. If I add or subtract, I am getting this middle term. So by the concept of middle term splitting, if I take common from these two factors, what is the common factor? What is the common factor from first two terms? Simply 3x. If I take 3x as a common, then here 2x plus 3. What is the common factor from these two terms? Minus 4. Okay. If I take minus 4 as a common, then 2x plus 3. So simply 3x minus 4 is a factor, and second factor is 2x plus 3 equal to 0. If I equate each factor equal to 0, then for the first factor, the value of x is equal to 4 by 3. For the second factor, value of x is equal to minus 3 by 2. Isn't it? Are you able to factorize the equation? Are you getting up to this? These two values are the zeros for the polynomial. Okay. So if I tell for a quadratic polynomial, general quadratic polynomial ax square bx plus c equal to 0, sum of zeros or sum of roots, that is equal to minus b by a, and product of zeros equal to c by a. Now you have to verify this relation, whether for the this 0 and this 0, sum of 0 is equal to minus b by a or not, or product for these two 0 is equal to c by a or not. Can you verify this relation? Can you verify this relation? Okay, let us try. If I add these two 0, okay, for the first relation, 4 by 3 plus minus 3 by 2. What is the value? If I take LCM, LCM as 6, 8 minus 9, that is simply equal to minus 1 by 6, sum of 0. If I write minus b by a, if I compare this equation and this given equation, what is the value of a? 1. Value of b is 1 by 6. So if I write minus 1 by 6 divided by 1, I am also getting minus 1 by 6. Here I am also getting minus 1 by 6. So first relation, sum of zeros is equal to minus b by a. That is correct. Are you getting first relation? Okay. Can you verify second relation for yourself? Can you verify second relation? Okay, try. Okay, now we are trying to verify second relation. Second relation is product. So what is the product? 4 by 3 into minus 3 by 2. Okay, if I cancel 2 to 2, 3 to 3, and here is minus 1, so that is equal to minus 2. Okay, and product of zeros equal to c by a. So what is the value of c? Minus 2. What is the value of a? 1. So minus 2 equal to minus 2. This is also verified. Okay, are you getting? Up to this is clear to you? Okay, you can use this equation too. That is also correct, minus 2. Minus 12 by 6. Yeah, that is absolutely correct. Up to this is clear to you. Just tell me. Okay, let us move ahead. Now try to solve these two questions. Okay, for the first question, you have to do same thing. First find the zero, then verify the relation. Just solve first question and take this as a homework, second one. Okay, try that by yourself and try this now. The first one. The first step is to find zeros. To find zero, we simply equate that equation is equal to 0. Isn't it? Are you familiar with factorizing methods like middle term splitting or not? If I simplify this equation using the concept of middle term splitting, okay, so what should I write in place of minus 3x? By the middle term splitting, what can I write in place of minus 3x? Okay, I can write 4x square minus 4x plus 3 minus 1 equal to 0. Isn't it? If I take 4x common from these two terms, then x minus 1. What is the common factor from last two terms? Plus 1. X minus 1 is equal to 0. If I factorize x plus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Now, if I solve 1 by 1 for the first factor, 4x plus 1 equal to 0, the value of x is equal to minus 1 by 4. For second factor, x minus 1 equal to 0, the value of x is equal to 1. These are our 0 of the polynomials. Okay. Now verify the relation. For the sum of zeros, let's say first 0 is x1, or I can write alpha plus beta minus b by t. If I say first 0 is alpha, by convention we are using those terms, alpha and beta, for two zeros. Okay, so if I write in place of alpha minus 1 by 4, in place of beta 1, and minus b 3 by a. What is the value for a? 4. Okay, if I add these two terms, taking the LCM as a 4, minus 1 plus 4. Here, in this side, minus minus plus, that is equal to 3 by 4. So, left hand side is 3 by 4 and right hand side is also 3 by 4. So, first relation, sum of 0, alpha plus beta is equal to 3 by 4. Verified? Now, check for the product of zeros, alpha and beta product, c by a. Here alpha is equal to minus 1 by 4, beta is equal to 1, and the value of c is minus 1, not 1 by 4. Value of c is minus 1. We take value with sign, divide over 4. So LHS is equal to RHS. Minus 1 by 4 is equal to minus 1 by 4. So this is also verified. Are you getting up to this? Can you solve this type of questions? The question based on quadratic polynomial and the relationship between zeros and the coefficients of the polynomial. This is quite important question in polynomial. Okay, so let's move. Okay, so now tell me, if zeros of a polynomial, we are talking about quadratic polynomials, is provided to you. Let's say first 0 is alpha and second 0 is beta. How can you find the polynomial? If alpha and beta 0 for a quadratic polynomial is provided to you, how can you calculate or find out that polynomial? Look, let's suppose alpha and betas are 2 0. I can write 1 0 equal to x equal to alpha and second 0 x equal to beta. These are zeros. Okay. If I transfer this alpha this side and write like this, and transfer beta this side equal to 0. These are factors. Okay. If I multiply these two factors, x minus alpha, x minus beta, trying to simplify this, x square minus x beta minus alpha x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. So x square minus, taking minus as a common and x as a common, then alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. Isn't it? Are you getting this concept? By multiplying the factors, we can form that polynomial. Are you getting this? Okay. If I write like px, in case of px, we write some constant k into x square minus alpha plus beta x plus alpha into beta to find polynomial. Because here we are equating equal to 0. So here the k value is divided over 0, so it's removed from the equation. But in case of px, we have to balance the coefficient of x square. To balance the coefficient of x square, we put a constant k. To find the value of that constant k, some condition is provided in the question. Okay. So simply to form the equation x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha into beta equal to 0. We can also say x square minus s into x. S means sum of the zeros plus p equal to 0. P means product of the 0. S means sums. P means product. Is this clear to you? Okay. So based on that concept, let me ask you a question. If let's say one zero is 5 and other 0 is 3, so find the polynomial. So we simply write the equation x square minus alpha plus beta x into alpha into beta equal to 0. Now substituting the value for alpha and beta, this is our alpha and this is our beta. 5 plus 3 into x plus 5 into 3 equal to 0. X square minus 8x plus 15 equal to 0. This is our required polynomial. Okay, are you getting this? Okay, so now solve this question. This is based on similar concept, same concept. So now find the quadratic polynomial whose zeros are this and this. Now try this question. This is our alpha value and this is our beta value. You have to find polynomial. To first find alpha plus beta, that is, I can also write equation like sx plus p equal to 0. So what is the value of s? S is simply sum for these two. 3 plus root 5 by 5 plus 3 minus root 5 by 5. Okay. If I take LCM, what is the LCM? 5. 3 plus root 5, 3 minus root 5, cancelling root 5 with plus and minus sign. So here 6 by 5. Okay. What is the value for P product? Multiplying these two factors, 3 plus root 5 divide over 5 into 3 minus root 5 divide over 5. So what identity can you apply for these two factors? A square minus b square. So I can write 3 square 9 root 5 square minus 5 divide over 5. So product value is our 9 minus 5, that is 4 by 5. Okay. If I substitute value of s and p in this equation, okay, then x square minus, what is the value for s? S value is 6 by 5. So 6 by 5 into x. P value is 4 by 5 equal to 0. Okay, if I take LCM, then 5x square minus 6x plus 4 equal to 0. This is our required equation. Okay, are you getting this question? Okay, so now you can solve quadratic polynomial easily. Up to quadratic polynomial is clear to you, every concept? Okay, so just try to solve your exercise based on polynomial. Okay, so you can easily solve that type of question. So let me talk about cubic polynomial. If degree equal to 3, so general form of cubic polynomial is ax square bx square cx plus d is equal to px. This is the general form of cubic polynomial. For the cubic polynomial, we have three zeros, alpha, beta, and gamma. And the relation between zeros and coefficient. The first relation is sum. For the sum, alpha plus beta plus gamma, that is minus b by a. Second is sum of zeros. Second is sum of zeros taken two at a time, that is alpha into beta, beta into gamma, gamma into alpha, that is c by a. And third relation is product of zeros, alpha, beta and gamma, that is minus d by a. Okay, are you familiar with these relations for cubic? Okay, beta. Okay, so today we studies the basic concepts of polynomial and how we identify zero, geometric meaning of zeros. Okay, so in next class we will discuss further in these topics. Okay, so now let us end this session here. Okay, bye bye.
मेरे क्लास को लॉक कर दिया Chemistry.